So hey everybody, TR back with episode 12 of On the Road. Just making myself a cup of coffee here. We're wrapping up day 14 at the Juniper Campground. Yes, I drink instant coffee. The secret's out. I do have a coffee pot, it sits right there. But if it's just me, and I only drink a couple cups anyway, so I just make it instant. I'm lazy, I know. It's not bad. And then I have to have a little bit of White Death too. But it is day 14, we're wrapped up here at Juniper Campground. It's kind of a sad day because I'm about 2 days from leaving Idaho. I have had a blast this year.
1, 2, 3. Got the wing wave out of him. P-51. Beautiful airplane. Sounds amazing, huh? This might be a nicer fish. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Come on. Unimus. Which one did he take? Ouch. Come here. Nice cutty. Nice cutty. Look at that one. Beautiful. Look at that cutthroat. Beauty must. Come out of there. I think I got a nice fish here. Oh yeah. That's a nice fish. I'll get over here so you can see this guy. Yahoo! Back. Uh-oh. That didn't look good at all. What the hell? Are you kidding me? Probably go to hell. Well, I hooked him, but I didn't get him in. Okay, so let's just dead drift it here a little bit. Oh, no need to. I thought I saw something flash. Oh, that's a nice fish. Nice little rainbow trout from Willow Creek here. Come here. Alright, I'm going to need both hands here.
And now we're here wrapping it up at the Juniper Campground. Place I've been, well, 3 times in the last 3 years. This place is almost as regular to me as the Bannock County Fairgrounds in Pocatello. And for those of you that watch my channel know that I frequently stop there. I've made it a base of operations. Kind of last year I was in and out of Pocatello quite a few times. I've only been there twice so far this summer, and as we leave Juniper Campground, yeah, we're headed right back to Pocatello. Gonna hit the Costco, gotta do some laundry, you know, just your basic getting ready to head south for winter kind of things. Kind of sad to be leaving Idaho. Another month has gone by. Goodbye, September. Yeah, it is sad because the other thing that I'm doing is kind of got all my fishing gear ready to get put away. And there's a tackle box. This is, you know, my vest and all that. Both fishing poles all put away. So I'm headed into Utah, and I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go west of I-15 and drop south down through that part of Utah. It's been, I don't know if I've ever been over there, so it might be a unique experience for me. I'll have to think about that. No, nothing I can think of. But I'm looking forward to getting out. There's a state recreation area that's built around some sand dunes, and there's like 4 big campgrounds out there. And so I'm going to go down to Salt Lake and then head west on 80 a little bit. And then I think it might be US 6 that drops south. I can't remember the road that drops south out of, you know, you go west towards Reno on 80 out of Salt Lake. But then you drop south on, I'll have to look it up, can't remember. It's going to bug me till I figure it out. Where's Utah? Utah 36. So that takes you down through Tooele and in through Rush Valley and into Vernon. And then we're going to head over towards Eureka, it looks like. And that's where we pick up US 6 is at Eureka, and then we're on US 6 south down into Delta. And then from Delta we'll drop south on 257 to Milford. Milford to Minersville, and then from Minersville on into Cedar City. So that should be an interesting little run, probably about, maybe 200, 225 miles, something like that. And I've never been over in that area on the ground, so that's what we're going to do. Due to head back to Tucson, and I'm planning on being in Tucson around the 7th of November-ish. Kind of depends on weather and whether I feel like, you know, packing up and moving. That's probably the biggest part of, you know, doing this full time is, I don't know, I guess getting things put away. I mean, it's a good thing that, you know, you do, because I'm a clutter bug, and so, you know, it helps keep things put away, which I'm not good at in the first place. Is, you know, I mean, can you see my desk over there? Here's my desk, right? It's not too bad right now because I've been cleaning on it already. You know, I do love Idaho, but I don't think I'll be back next year. I think it's time to expand our roots out a little bit. So I'm not sure exactly what next year's going to bring. I got to think that I'm probably going to have to be sticking closer to Arkansas and my pop. So that's, you know, kind of still out there in the open. I got to keep that in mind. Also thinking about maybe making some major changes if I have to go and live with my dad. I'm not sure what I'll do with the RV. I hate to put it in storage, so it may actually end up getting sold. I've been toying with the idea of getting a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton non-dually pickup with a big camper, slide-in camper for it, and doing shorter excursions, 2, 3, 4 days out from my dad's and back. That really opens up a lot of ground, because, you know, if I drive 5 or 6 hours, you know, that's 300 miles, let's say 250 miles anyway, and that's a pretty big radius of area to explore there in the southeast. And I've been to every continental state, but I haven't really explored a lot of it, nor do I understand it as well as I understand what, you know, like Idaho. So there's going to be a change in the way things run next year. Also, I feel like I'm reaching for content on YouTube. You know, if I'm not interested in the movie as I'm making it, I really can't expect people to watch it. So I think you're probably going to see a change in what I'm doing with my personal blog. The RV how-to is going to stay as it is as things come up. You know, as there's things I have to fix, and I'll do an RV how-to video on it, but I'm just really not in the business of doing RV how-to videos. Or, depending on YouTube, for any significant source of income, you know, it's $20 a month, so, you know, it buys me half a tank of gas for the car. So you know what I make on YouTube doesn't even pay for the software I'm using to make the movies with. So you know, it's really a labor of love. And as you found out through the summer here, I didn't really make a lot of content because towards the end I started doing some experimenting with some ideas around doing some fishing videos, and I've shared some of those in this vlog as it is, but I think I might be doing more of that. I really had a good time with it. It's a really tough endeavor to do these fishing videos by yourself because, as you've seen, you know, I've got fixed camera positions. You know, I kind of have to stay out wide and then zoom up, so the resolution isn't what you'd really like. And you know, so, but that's why I've been experimenting, is trying to figure this out and see if there's a better way to do it as an individual, as a solo. And there is. I could have, you know, wireless in my pocket and use my phone to control the cameras and stuff like that. But am I there to make a YouTube video, or am I there to enjoy the experience of fishing? I'd have to say that 90% of my motivation is there to enjoy the experience of fishing, and that, excuse my French, dinking around with the video equipment trying to get good shots is really secondary. And you know, I guess it just comes down to how serious do I want to do YouTube, and right now it's not very serious. To all my regular subscribers, you know, the people that do subscribe for the vlog and the video updates and stuff, thanks a lot. You know, I mean, I love each and every one of you. You know, I love interacting with you. You know, I've got a great cadre of individuals out there that you know, ask questions, make comments, you know, and that's what keeps me doing this. It's not the $20 I make on advertising on YouTube. I've also kind of been refocusing some of my effort more to the photography away from the videography. I did a lot of standalone, you know, still digital photography this year, and I'm probably going to keep doing that because I really do enjoy it. I've really kind of pushed my equipment though to the edge of its abilities. I guess my skills have advanced enough that, you know, I'm going to have to probably do some upgrades on some camera systems and stuff, and I'll probably err on the side of going with digital and glass, you know, getting another good lens, a fast lens. So what's happening is that I'm getting into focus issues. You know, I'm starting to shoot more wildlife in motion, and push the camera to a little bit different level, and so it's just not able to, you know, keep up. So I'm probably going to be looking at some new, you know, a new camera body and some new glass. I have really good glass now. At least as far as my wide angle, I've got an 18-35 Sigma 1.8 art lens, and I shoot that a lot because it's so crystal clear, and I've been doing a lot of, you know, landscapes. It's typically what you want wide angles for. But as I started traveling more to some areas where there's a lot of wildlife, then I started using my you know, telephoto Tamron, and you know, it's okay. It does get some incredibly crystal clear shots for what it is, but it does have focus issues. It has a really hard time focusing, especially on, like, I was shooting a juvenile sandhill crane, which is kind of modeled. The feathers are modeled. Well, here's a picture of it, and it was having a really hard time focusing on it. I only really got 1 or 2 clear shots with this, you know, telephoto, and it was, you know, I was reaching out. I think I was at full resolution, 600 millimeters. So I think I'll wrap this up. About 5 weeks out of Tucson, you know, kind of once I get back to Tucson, I won't be traveling. It's just going to be life around Tucson, and I really don't shoot a lot of that. It'll move over to RV how-to. There's some things I need to fix, but, you know, knock on wood, the systems of the RV itself have been solid. I haven't had trouble with anything. I'm probably just rambling here now, trying to make content, which has been one of the problems I've kind of had with YouTube in the last little while, is that, you know, I've kind of visited the places I am, so it's not worth doing a travel vlog again, and, you know, I'm just fishing, and, you know, I don't know how interesting that content is. You know, I'm having fun making it, but, you know, so YouTube's kind of up in the air for me as far as the vlogging goes. We'll see what comes next year. I do still intend to keep making content, but it might not be vlogs. It might be art movies. You know, I have a lot of content that I've collected, stills, you know, imagery and video. Places I've been for the last 5, 6, 7 years, And so I might just start putting together, you know, little art movies or, you know, little snippets of areas that I visited, you know, maybe doing some stuff like that, and not not so heavily produced video. Um, you know, the stand-up vlogging is really easy, but doing like the movies and those sorts of things do take time. It takes about at least an hour a minute, and sometimes an hour and a half, depending upon how complex they are and how many whiz-bang transitions and various things you're trying to do with it. And you know, when you're cutting to the beat, you know, you're getting the images to change on the beat of the music. There's a lot of sliding and slipping and trying to get everything just right there. The problem of being OCD is it has to be perfect. So I guess that's probably enough. I've been rambling, as you know, probably 20 minutes here, and I'll probably cut it down to 15. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. If you like what you saw, I appreciate those thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't know what kind of content's coming your way, so maybe if you're into intrigue, subscribe and see what's next. I have been putting a lot more effort into my website, so just completely revamped it. I'd like it if you'd go out there and check it out. That helps as well at www.trbowman.com. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, because I do post, you know, semi-regularly. It's not every day, but it's every 2 or 3 days if something interesting is happening. I've been posting a lot of the fishing stuff on Instagram here recently, I just noticed. And picked up a few new people on Instagram too, so if you're coming over from YouTube already, thanks a lot, I appreciate that. But for now, it's time to go. Thanks for watching, I do appreciate it. Till we get together the next time, peace.